Buying a home in Durango is a very unique experience. There's lots of different ways to approach it, I suppose. With the valley and Bayfield and in town, the markets are very different. The homes are very different. The culture almost is very different. So you have a lot to choose from. You need to make sure you know what you're looking for to help narrow in your search, and then from there, it's finding the right relationship. And we found it in Steve and Kathy to find out exactly what we're looking for and what would suit us.
Yeah, I think there were a lot of places that we found that were out of town, like up Florida and up in the valley and up near DMR. The houses are really beautiful, but that drive is really, it's kind of a killer with all of the wildlife and then the snow, but they're nice.
The thing about Durango is the being in town and the community aspects and all of the different events, and a lot of that means walking and riding your bike, and that's what we kind of began to realize while we were looking in the valley. We realized, well, you know, if we're going to be raising kids, it's probably nicer to have them closer to the schools, but also selfishly for us, it's kind of neat that you can ride your bike into town on the summers and there's always something going on downtown, or you can walk over to the bar, or you can meet your friends here and there. And
the river's right next to us.
The river's right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and if you have dogs, of course, you're going to want to walk them and have them go down to the river. That would be my advice. If that's the sort of lifestyle that has attracted you to Durango, then be sure you know where you're living. And while the views might be nicer and the home might even be a little bit nicer in other places, it's important to look at the whole picture when deciding on a home.
Well, Snowdown. Snowdown is a very quirky time in Durango. This last year's theme was safari, so you'll just see like a gaggle of people dressed up as monkeys running down the street, or a giant parade on at the very beginning of it to kind of kick off the festivities. So it's
kind of like a Mardi Gras of the mountains. It's a time for everyone to let loose here in town, and young and old as well. You run into a lot of old friends, but you also see a lot of other people you wouldn't typically expect kind of letting their hair down. So that's one of our favorite weeks in Durango for sure.